Those who climbed Mount Everest, joined the Army Special Forces, or married and had children for all the wrong reasons.
Yep.
But what about the children? We read about the trans woman who got fired from her job as city manager in Largo, Florida, or the trans man who is both a former beauty queen and a pregnant future father. But what about the children? We hear about the recently elected mayor of Silverton, Oregon, who, while self-identifying as male, expresses himself in a stereotypically and occasionally inappropriate female fashion. But what about the children? We hear time and time again from trans adults who think about or attempt to take their own lives, not because of their trans identity, but because they live in a misogynistic society filled with ignorance, hate, misinformation, and all too often familial rejection.
That's right.
But what about the children? You know that 90% of transgender students face verbal harassment because of their real or perceived gender identity or sexual orientation? More than 50% experience physical harassment.
Yep.
More than 25% experience physical assault or worse. 82% of trans-identified children and youth ideate suicide. 32% have attempted suicide. These levels of victimization and suicidal thought are significantly higher than those faced by non-transgender students of all sexual orientations, and yet our schools, our communities, and our culture refuses to fully address the 5,000-pound lavender elephant sitting in the middle of what we call homophobia, gay bashing, and bullying, and that is that intolerance is at the core. Intolerance of gender nonconformity is at the core of intolerance towards gay and lesbian people.
Right.